It's Way Up. I'm Angela Yee, and B-Dot is here.
My name is B-Dot.
Happy Friday, Ange.
Yes, happy Friday. Well, let's get into some Yee tea. And this is a lot right here, but Amanda Seale was on Club Shay Shay.
Okay.
And their sit-down went viral.
Again.
Yes, people really go on there and spill their guts. And so Amanda Seale had a lot of things to say. And, lately she's been talking about how she feels that she's been ostracized from a lot of events, a lot of black events.
She gets painted as a mean girl.
Awards. She was talking about Essence canceling her interview with the CEO.
Yeah.
And so in this interview, she talked about Insecure and the issues that she had on that show. Mm-hmm. And this is something that's been documented. This also had Issa Rae trending as well as Amanda. And here's what she had to say about feeling like she was not protected by Issa Rae.
And so I've always protected Issa. However, there's just been enough instances at this point where I should have been protected by Issa and I wasn't. And now it's at a point where my protecting of Issa has become turned on to me and something that people are using against me. They keep saying, that I'm this mean girl on this set. I just want to point out something very basic. How can I be a mean girl on a set that ain't my set?
All right. So there was an instance, and this was something that went viral, where she was attending an event that Issa Rae's publicist was doing.
Okay.
And she was asked to leave. She first was told she wasn't on the list. Then she got inside, and then security came and made her leave. And that was a terrible experience for her.
She tried to crash the party?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, she would listen, they don't get along, her and Issa's publicist. And she felt like Issa should have kind of figured out that situation so she would feel safe on the set while everything was going on. And I will say, to the point of Issa Rae, because I saw people in the comments saying Issa Rae's amazing, I'm not going to hate on Issa Rae, but I saw the flip side. There are people who definitely can treat a lot of other people well, but not be good to you. And you can have a bad experience with somebody who other people really like. So I think we all have personally had that experience.
What happened to the black girl magic? Sounds like voodoo right now.
Okay, B-Dot.
Sorry.
Now, another thing Amanda Seale talked about was her autism spectrum disorder diagnosis, and here's what she had to say.
If my father had lived with me, I would never have been the person I am now, because he wouldn't have been able to handle it. And I believe that he is autistic too. He's because he's brilliant.
But you can be brilliant without being autistic, though, right?
Hell yeah!
But just
because I'm both. I'm gifted and autistic.
Yeah. All right.
Wow.
But then afterwards, she did say on her own live that she was never diagnosed by a doctor with autism. Here's what she said.
No, I have not been clinically diagnosed by a doctor because I'm not paying $10,000 to do that. And most people will tell you that at this age, you don't need a clinical diagnosis in that sense.
All right. Wow. And then she went on Instagram and said, Shannon, but have you been clinically diagnosed? Me, yes, there is a clinical diagnosis for autism. He then hung his head and exhaled in frustration because I did not answer his question. This is called deflection. Why? Because I was not going to be pressured by this man who is interrogating me with absolutely zero love for me into proving something to him that by his line of questioning, he had already committed to undermining. I understand my response may be confusing to some, but I am clarifying it as I did in my live, and that is enough.
Wow.
All right. Now, she also detailed racist encounters that she had growing up. Here's what she said.
And I was in the situation at Disney. I was there as the only black girl. And so I was called an N-word. I was also bullied while I was there because I was told that you're only here because you're black. So that's what I'm being told by the other children. Does that suffice as racist to you, or would you want to call it something else?
Yeah, the kids. Now, we're talking children, not functioning adults. Now, if you told me adults, parents were telling you this, or the execs or people that are in charge of Disney are telling you this, I could agree with it.
Wow.
Okay.
Minnie and Mickey are half black and white, so...
Are they? Oh, my gosh, Pete, get out of here. But a lot of people criticize Shannon Sharpe for trying to invalidate her experiences with racism when she was growing up. I've been told I only got into college because I was black by some white students, the college that I got into. So I can understand her frustration with that. And here's what Shannon Sharpe had to say while he was speaking with Ocho Cinco and Gilbert Arenas.
I think sometimes, she thinks everybody's out to get her. And I do believe some of the people have done her wrong, because that's what you deal with. We all go through it.
All right. Well, a lot more to it, but that is your Yee tea. And when we come back, we have Under the Radar. Make sure you watch the full interview so you can get all the context. And let's talk about a billionaire. He faked his own death so that he could be with his lover. And It worked for a little while until it didn't. It's Way Up.